In 3 years of owning a painting business, I went from making $0 a month to 72,000 every single month. But I also made some big mistakes that cost me up to $33,000 to learn. So in this video, I'm going to show you how you can avoid those mistakes, but I'm also gonna show you how you can get to 72,000 a month fast. So to start, let me show you the number one mistake that's holding most painting businesses back. I remember when I was making less than $10,000 a month. I was sitting and listening to a podcast of this lady with a bunch of students, right? So she asked her students how much they were making a year. So there was this one specific guy who was making $100,000 a year. And the lady asked him, how much do you want to be making next year? And that's when the guy answered, I want to make $1 million. If I can get there, that'd be awesome. So that's when the lady came. She did $100,000 minus 1 million. And then she looked at him dead in the eyes and said, every year you're losing 900,000 because you don't have the skills to make $1 million. So how much are you willing to invest in your skills and your education to get to that $1 million? And I realized that only after I became humble enough and I started to say, hey, Carlos, we need to learn and invest in my education, that I went from making $0 a month to 72,000 every single month in 90 days. If you want to grow, then you need to invest in your skills, because your lack of knowledge is the thing holding you back right now from making more money. But what does it mean to invest in your skills? So if you want to shrink that gap from making 1 million, you need to invest at least 30% of the income you're making right now into your skills. So 30% goes into your skills every single month. So let's say you're making $20,000 a month. You want to invest 30% of that 20,000 in order for you to grow. And if you're not making any income at the moment, then you need to invest whatever you have 100% into your skills. So that could be books, it could be courses, it could be coaching, whatever it takes that can help you see the mistakes that you're making right now so you can avoid them, and what is the best route for you to take. If you do this, you're going to make massive progress, and your competition, they're gonna be stuck in the same position with the same problems because they never had coaching or education. So as long as you're investing in books, you're investing in courses, or you're investing in coaching, someone that can save you a lot of time from you making the mistakes. He already made them for you, and all you have to do is pay him for him to tell you what those mistakes are and what are the solutions. If you can do that and invest 30% or 100% if you're not making any money, and you focus on these three, you're gonna make money. But there's actually one skill I focused on that exploded the results, and 90% of painting contractors are ignoring it. And I'm gonna break it down in just a second. But first, I'm gonna tell you how I realized what that skill was. And I remember I was sitting in my office, exactly this office right here, building a website to see if that was going to get me any clients. And I had 0 projects so far. And I went to meet up with my team, my painters, to tell them, hey guys, it looks like we're gonna go another week without jobs. And I kind of walked in nervous when I was telling them the bad news. And when I told them, their smiles faded. And they looked at me dead in the eyes, disappointed. And that's when they told me they were gonna start looking for another company because they had bills to pay too. And in that moment, I panicked. And I started to realize that in order for me to get the projects that I wanted, I had to find a way to get in front of my customers. And once I did this, I managed to book my painters that had no jobs to 3 months straight of jobs. And this change took me from being able to get any job to being booked out consistently. So If you want to consistently be booked out with projects, focus on is marketing. That one has to be your number one skill before anything else. But how do you do marketing that actually works? So, first, you need to understand that there are three stages your customers are gonna be in. We're gonna start with the cold one, and this means your customers, they have no idea of your solutions, and nor do they even know that they have a problem. So, these ones are the hardest to get and to convert into a painting project. Then we move on into the warm. These are people who are aware of their problems, but they're not even aware that you can provide the solution. So that means that they don't know about you. And then we move into the hot. So these are people who are aware of their problems and they know the solution. So they might know you or they have seen you. So if you want to be consistently booked out, you need to learn how to attract all these type of people here so they can buy from you. But how do you actually do that? So right now I'm going to give you different frameworks that you can use in your next ads so you can target each specific audience. That way you can go from having no jobs to being fully booked out. So the first one is going to be the educator. I have aligned each one for their specific audience. And the reason the educator works with the code because he was unaware of their problems and now you make him aware of the problems that he actually have and the reason why he needs to fix it. It's kind of like if you have ever done door knocking, you will realize that a lot of homeowners don't realize that they need to paint their home or they think they don't need it. So you have to ask questions in a specific way so they start to realize, hey man, my house is actually kind of fucked up. And that's how you transform someone who was cold, literally sitting in his sofa, not even thinking about painting, to now possibly thinking about painting. So you educate them. You tell them, hey, are you experiencing this type of symptoms? That could be you start to see paint peeling off from your home. Some homeowners are gonna say, yes, I'm starting to see that. What does that mean though? And that's when you in the ad explain if paint starts to peel off, it could possibly mean this. That's when you educate them on the consequences. If you don't paint when you see the paint peeling off, then you're probably gonna have expensive repairs if you don't do any painting. And that's how you transfer someone from being cold to warm. They realize now they have a problem. The second reason this type of ad works is because you make them get a sense of urgency because they now realize they actually have a problem that they need to solve. Otherwise, they're gonna get a consequence. The third reason it works is because you give them a CTA, which is basically a call to action for them to take in order to solve this problem. And this could be like filling out a form, a call us button, or let us send us a message if you click on this ad. The whole point is that you want to make it simple for them to be like, how do I solve this? What do I have to do? How do I get in touch with you? Now we move into the second one, which is direct response. And this one is going to be used for the warm audience and the hot one as well. And these are people who are aware of their problems, but they don't know about you yet. So you can use this one for both. But the reason this works is because they are already looking for a solution and you literally just appeared in front of them with your ads or your content. And they are ready to take action. So it's easier to convert these people into buying from you. Lastly, you give them easy steps that they're going to be taking in order to contact you, like we talked earlier, filling out a form or just calling you. Now, the last one, this one specifically for the hot, it's called a promotion offer. The reason this one works is because they already knew they needed to take action and you just put an offer they can't refuse. And the second reason this works is because it makes sense while you're giving the offer. So let me tell you what I mean by this. If you're gonna give an offer, it's because Christmas is coming up, the holiday is coming up, something that's coming up, and that's exactly why you're giving the discount. If you just say 500 off and you don't give any reason why, people are gonna say, yeah, crap. You have to have a good reason why you're giving that discount so people believe it. But I do want to highlight something important, that it has to be temporarily. So if you keep running this promotion forever, it's just going to die. Your ads are gonna die because just like Christmas comes, Christmas ends. So your special promotion off has to end as well. But here's actually a little secret if you want to keep running this promotion. Just change the holiday. So there's thousands of holidays, always reasons. There's Patrick's Day, there's Martin Luther King's Day, there's Christmas, Thanksgiving, summertime, whatever. Just there's so many holidays in the United States. It's actually crazy. So you can actually have infinite reasons why you're giving $500 off, and nobody's gonna judge you. But knowing how to do marketing is just one piece. If you don't know how to stop losing quotes to cheaper painters that steal your money, then everything that I have just shown you is kind of worthless. So watch this video next and I'll show you exactly how I give quotes to customers so you can win more deals even if you're the most expensive painter out there. And I'll show you the exact framework that got me to 72,000 a month so you can stop losing money on quotes that just never convert into a project. So watch it here. My name is Carlos. Take care.